Hey everyone. So today I'd like to talk about the most painful times in my life. I hate to be negative and not talk about the positives in my life. Maybe I'll do that later, but right now, what's on my mind, what's weighing on me, is the bad times. So I thought I would get it out and talk about it and maybe see if others can relate to me or not. Um, so I remember going through my first traumatic experience at age 4. The thing is, when I was born, I was circumcised, but I don't remember any of that. Um, when I was 4 years old, I remember walking into an office or like a doctor's office or something like that, and I realized what was going to happen, that they were going to inject me with this vaccine. And so as soon as I realized I was going to have a needle stuck in me, I tried to return and I started crying. And my dad held me, immobilized me, excuse me, and a needle was stuck in me. That was the first traumatic experience I remember having. After that, I had other experiences like I was sent to group homes and you know, I missed my mom a lot. I missed my friends. I missed my house, and I cried almost every day for months because I was missing my mother so much. Um, but then I had a few experiences with drugs where I prayed that I would stay sane, or I just wanted deep within my heart to stay sane and never to use drugs again. Of course, I used them again because I was addicted to them. I had many psychotic episodes and whatever other things. One of the most painful moments of my entire life was when I was 17, on the verge of being 18. I was in Sunnybrook Hospital withdrawing from lorazepam, a benzodiazepine, and I was in such agony. Every time I went for a meal, every time I had a meal in the kitchen, um, it was like I couldn't decide what to eat, but I couldn't stop deciding. I had to keep trying to decide what to eat, but I couldn't stop deciding. That was for everything too. Like, I couldn't do something that I was forced to do at the same time. I felt like the food was poisonous. I felt like there were drugs in it. There was salvia in it. There were other drugs in it, and I ate like one pea at a time. The most painful moment for me was this one time when the food heater was on, this fucking sterilizer like oven like thing. It was on with a high volume, just a high buzz, high volume, high level buzz or hum, and my vision, just like my attention, went from one food item to another, to another, to another, and it started going faster and faster and faster and faster. And I remember the whole room was like yellow or orange, and I felt like I was in hell. Like I felt like the door was going to close behind me, and this kitchen I was in was going to be like, I felt like I was in hell, basically. And as I looked in front of me, I saw this reflection of myself melt in agony, and it was like my own head was melting in agony, and I felt like I was melting in agony. I felt like I was like staring into pure hell, that I was this pure ball of fear and pain, and all of my mental functions just melted down. It felt like my whole mind was just melting down, quite literally, and frying. And I wanted to scream so badly. I wanted to scream my lungs out. I wanted to just let all of the pain exit my body. But I couldn't do that because I was afraid to talk. I was afraid to yell. I was afraid to scream. What would the staff members think if I yelled? Would they put me on even more of this medication that made me suffer? I couldn't, it was one of those times when I was so scared and in so much suffering that no matter how badly I wanted to scream, I couldn't let out a single word. I couldn't let out a single yelp, a single piece of sound, because I was in so much agony. And after that, I would hear this screaming. Whenever I would hear a hum, like the air coming through the air vents or the TV whirring, for example, well, let's say the air coming out of the air vents, I would hear this agonized screaming. And, as soon as I got back into drugs, when I came out of the hospital, as soon as I got back into a drug, it was weed, actually, marijuana, which it had never done this to me in the past. But as soon as I started using it again, 1 week after coming out of the hospital, I heard kill, 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 kill. It was like this pulsating in my vision, and I heard, literally, hearing, just kill, 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 kill. And I was so scared of it. So basically, I had been traumatized to the point of hearing kill all the time. It was like I felt like I had been turned into a killing machine from all the suffering I had gone through. And, I've had other terrible moments in my life. Like one time when I was on some drugs and I had also taken salvia. I was, the come up for salvia is so quick that you don't really suffer when you're in it. But when I was coming down from it, I started realizing how insane I felt. And that was pretty intense. But seeing myself melt in agony was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. And that's all I have to say for today. So thanks for listening. You know what? I don't hear kill anymore. And I have a good life now. So I can put all of that behind me. But I just thought I'd make a video about it because it was on my mind. Thanks for listening. Thanks a lot.